What's going on? It's That Home Theater Dude here. I just got something brand new in the mail. Like I was talking about earlier on the channel, I got a Yamaha 681. I guess it's the RX V681. It's a really good receiver. I just bought it last month, but I bought it whenever I had the R26s and the R15Ms, and it worked pretty good for those. But whenever I got these Klipsch's last week, these are the reference premieres. I felt like whenever I would watch a movie, I felt like the receiver itself was maybe underpowering the speakers, and I didn't really get the full potential like I did whenever I had the R26s and the R15s. So I felt like maybe the receiver just wasn't up to the task. So that was only an 11 channel amp. This is a true dedicated 11 channel. That was only a 7 channel amp. This is a true dedicated 11 channel amp, and the Yamaha only puts out 90 watts a channel, which is pretty good. But like I said before on a different video, whenever you have companies that test their wattage, there's no gold standard to which they're held to. So basically they can say whatever they want. But one thing I did like about the Denon, and one of the reasons why I chose it, is because it has individual circuits for each channel, and they're dedicated to, they have dedicated power for each channel, so that way whenever you're running an entire setup like this, it's not pulling and pushing different wattage from different areas. So that's one of the main reasons why I got this one. Super excited about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the unboxing. I got the Jason Voorhees here, and we're gonna go ahead and get it happening. All right, so just to give you an idea of what's in here, we have a couple different things. Over here, we're gonna have the power cord. We're gonna have the Odyssey calibration speaker. Got a couple batteries, the remote. The remote actually looks pretty good. It's a high quality remote. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's kind of like has like that finish that the Klipsch do, and also the SVS. I guess they kind of refer to it as black ash. It kind of looks like a brushed aluminum, so it kind of mimics that. You got your, I guess this is gonna be a big old box of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can put this down and still explain the stuff that's in here. All right, cool. So in here you have your FM antenna. You have this looks like an infrared blaster. So if you have your receiver tucked away in a cabinet or something, then with that one, what you can do is you can have that sensor placed anywhere you want, plug it in the back of the receiver, and you still have full functionality of the remote. So here we have our Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antennas. They're going to go on each side of the receiver, and I'm not sure if you can see this very well, but they have these little labels, which is super cool, because I'm sure you guys have done home theater before, and it's really annoying trying to figure out which wires go where. So they figured that out, and they figured they'd do a solid. So they got all these these are stickers. So basically what you do is you just stick these on the back of your connections in the back of your previous setup, and it makes it a whole lot easier for you to figure out which ones to plug into your new receiver. This looks like an extended protection plan. Not sure if you have to buy this or if it actually comes with it from the factory. Maybe. Also in here we have I guess it's their guarantee. Looks like it's in French. This is basically just a welcome to the Denon Club, and I think it's product registration too. Nope, just basically tells you about the limited warranty that you get. Safety instructions written by the lawyers, and just gives you a little bit of FCC information about your radio, and then that's the end of that one. So with this one, they give you, if you don't already have a tripod for your Odyssey, they actually give you the ability, they actually just give you a tripod. You just set this up, and you stick it in your listening position. Gives you little instructions on how to do it. And you set it up for the Odyssey so that whenever you run the Odyssey calibration for your specific room, it gives you a tripod to make that happen if you don't already have your own. And this looks actually pretty good. It looks like the way it's set up, it kind of looks like you can do multi-point calibrations for different seating positions in your room. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all the rest of this stuff. And there it is. It's got that fancy anti-static tape on there. Just get rid of that. And that is it. You can see it kind of peeking out right there. Cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this on the ground, and then I'll just bring in another video to show you what it looks like. And that is it. Look at this thing. Looks pretty sweet. Got the Denon. Gives you all the decals of what's actually on this receiver. You got the heatos. I guess that's with your multi-room addable Bluetooth speakers. Here you have your little control panel. Not sure if you can see that very well. Yeah, it doesn't come up very good on the video. But we have these cool little, if these weren't, I mean, this is a sticker. I'm always gonna take this off because I think it's tacky whenever you have it on. But up top, you have it kind of laser etched into the aluminum. I'm guessing this is aluminum. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's not like you're gonna sit there and stare at these anyway. But let's go ahead and look around in the back. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more inputs than what's on the Yamaha. And the cool thing with this one is, I've explained it before in my other videos, that Yamaha has that internal switching. So they sell them as, see, like a 7-channel amp, they'll sell it as a 7-channel, but they don't tell you that you have the ability to add on an extra zone. So with that extra zone, you can plug in, so say you have a 7-channel amp, you can plug in 9 speakers. But internally through the circuitry, it's going to choose which last 2 set of speakers it's going to use, that new zone, or if it's going to use your surround. It uses the same amplifier for each of those channels, and the preamp just switches in between them. So whenever you need if you have it set up for presence, it'll have the presence on there, and whenever you have something go behind you, it'll switch it between the presence or the height speakers and behind you, and it's all done through the circuitry. You have no control over it. So I thought that was kind of annoying. It worked pretty good whenever I had my Yamaha and only had the 7-channel setup. But whenever I bought these, I went ahead and upgraded to full Atmos. So we have these little modules, a couple different speaker placements on these. You can have them to where they're firing directly up at the ceiling, or if you'd like, and people say this all the time that you're not supposed to do this, but it makes no sense, because when you go to the movie theaters, you have downward firing speakers to your listening position. So you have these little feet on the back of it, which is good if you're going to place it on a bookshelf, or it's also good insulation if you're going to hang it on the wall. And now I'm going to say you can hang this on the wall because it's on the Klipsch owner's manual for this. It shows it twice on there, and actually gives you the hardware dimensions or recommendations on how to mount it on the wall.
So they wouldn't give you one of these keyhole type mounting points if they didn't expect you maybe to mount it on the wall. Now, I'm gonna see if I can put this down real quick. So now say if this is flush on the wall, it has an angle. So it's gonna be firing down at your listening position. So I would recommend, because I have probably an ideal room for Atmos, for these Atmos enabled speakers, because on the website, they want you to have anywhere between 8 and, I think the minimum is just 8-foot ceilings. And that's what I got. So with the 8 foot, it gives you a good height to direct off the ceiling. And these will go to your listening position. But I think at minimum, you're supposed to be, it's either 3 feet or 5 feet from where you stick these. So your listening position should be minimum of that. And so that's pretty good. So now I'm gonna be able to take full opportunity of this entire setup, because before I'd only be able to listen a little bit of height through the height channels. And now I have a full capability of it, since I have a full 11 channels to drive all these speakers. So I got 4 of the Atmos modules, 2 of the RP280s, 1 of the 450s, RP450s, and then 4 of the RP160s. So I'm super excited to go ahead and hook this up. I just want to make a quick video about the unboxing of the Denon AVR-x6300h. This isn't the most current model, but it'll definitely work for my setup. So super excited about hooking everything up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get everything, get the old one out, put this one in, hook everything up, and then I'll come back after everything's calibrated, and then I'll give you another review on what I think about this new receiver. Cool, thanks for watching. Check you next time.